For everyone that has a conscience and desire peace, the crisis going on in the world today should give you concern and even drive you to shed tears. The world is on fire, and our leaders are playing with matches. The crisis in Ukraine and Gaza should drag you to your knees and plead God for mercy. Russia's aggression in Ukraine is not diplomacy. It is pure bloodshed. Putin has no remorse, no conscience, and no intention of stopping. And yet, in the halls of power, compromise is whispered. Land for peace, surrender for silence, as if you can make a deal with a butcher. Ukrainians know better. They would rather fight to the death than submit, because once you give evil an inch, it never stops. He will take a mile and more. But the hypocrisy doesn't stop in Ukraine. Look at Gaza. Yes, Israel was attacked. Yes, Hamas, Hezbollah, and Iran's proxies have committed atrocities that must be confronted. But what we are witnessing now, the leveling of cities, the starvation of children, the death of innocents by the thousands, goes far beyond proportional defense. It is a whole new level of evil. And here's the saddest part. When journalists speak the truth, when activists raise questions, when anyone dares to say, this is wrong, they are targeted, silenced, blacklisted, excommunicated, killed, or their reputation and character destroyed. Even pastors and churches today who should be the voice of Christ have politicized the gospel and chosen silence over truth. Innocent children are starving and dying. Families are being wiped out. Tens of lives are lost every single day, and the world keeps quiet. They kept quiet and silent in the face of genocide and unspeakable atrocities, afraid to offend, unwilling to risk political capital. This is not just cowardice, it is complicity. My question for you is this. What if this is your family that is being starved to death? What if this is your son, your daughter, your loved ones? What will you do? What can you do? This is a question even political leaders, pastors, influencers, and citizens of a free world should ask. If this doesn't move you to take action, then you are pure evil. Proverbs chapter 31 verse 8 says, "Open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction." God's word commands us to speak for the voiceless, yet our leaders stand mute. Or worse, they embolden the oppressors. They encourage death and destruction. They enable genocide. The sad part of all this is that the rules-based international order, built to prevent exactly these kinds of invasions and atrocities, is unraveling. Leaders condemn aggression in one nation but actively ignore or support it in another. The ones that have courage to condemn and speak up does not have power to effect change, and the ones that has power are making their own rules as they go. This is disheartening. This selective morality is not only corrupt, but also dangerous. We are making our own morality rules because we are a superpower. This is not fair. It sends a message that might makes right. And when powerful nations disregard international law, they invite chaos. This is how world wars begin. We are, quite literally, playing with fire. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. The seeds of hypocrisy we sow today will bear bitter fruit tomorrow. And don't think anyone will escape accountability. Leaders, pastors, journalists, citizens, every one of us will stand before the judgment seat of God and shall give account of himself to God. Romans chapter 14, verse 12. That day will come. You cannot hide behind politics, policies, or propaganda. You cannot say, I stayed silent because it was safer. Silence in the face of evil is not neutrality. It is betrayal. This is the hour to speak the truth, no matter the cost, to reject hypocrisy, to defend the innocent, to remember that God's word never changes. We need to remember God's word in Matthew chapter 24, verse 35. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. If we fail, the world will burn with the very fire we helped ignite. If we stand, maybe, just maybe, God will have mercy on us still. Change must start through us. Even though consistency and genuine humanity are often sacrificed at the altar of political convenience and strategic interests, we, the emancipated, must demand better. We must call out the hypocrisy, Challenge the narratives and push for a world where justice and human dignity are universal, not selective. God is counting on you. Humanity is counting on you. We must rise to the occasion. You don't need to be rich to make a change. You don't need to be a politician or a preacher or celebrity. You just need to care, pray, volunteer, and make your life count for something. And if you are in position of power, remember, you will give account. What goes around comes back around. To whom much is given, much is required. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Emancipated for more discussions that challenge the status quo. Please pray for Gaza, Ukraine, and world peace. God bless you.